Hey, good morning. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 8th of October, 2022. This is just my weekly video where I go over all of the Forex pairs I'm trading on the daily time frame using the high probability and divergence trading methods from my books. All right, so it's Saturday. Last video from Vietnam, heading back to Cambodia tomorrow, so all good. So I just thought I'd get this one in a bit earlier this weekend. Been doing a few Saturday ones recently. I know they're not the most exciting videos, but if you do like them, please hit the like button and subscribe button on YouTube. That'd be greatly appreciated. All right, first up, what we normally do is have a look at the news in the week ahead. So it's the fundamental news by appointment. This is the scheduled news. So this is the Forex Factory free economic calendar. The good thing about it is you can set up filters to suit your own personal needs, and it's also in my local time. So my local time is Indochina time, which is Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia. It's all the same. So it's all local for me. So on Monday, we'll have a look. I'm only mainly interested in the red mark ones. They're the high impact events. Now remember, this is only news by appointment. So there is unscheduled news that could affect the market. So be prepared for anything as usual. Monday, we've got public holidays in Japan, Canada, and the US. Now, for the life of me, I can't remember what these holidays are for, and I was too lazy to Google them and find out. But if it is a holiday, enjoy. So the markets will be pretty quiet on Monday anyway. Tuesday, there's no high-impact events, which is good. Then Wednesday, we start to pick up a bit. Out of the UK, we've got a talking head. The governor of the Bank of England makes a speech. And we've also got GDP out of the UK. And what else we got? Out of the US, PPI numbers. And that's it for basically Wednesday. So it's a quiet week. If you want to know what any of these news events actually are, you just come over here, click on this little yellow envelope looking thing, and just open it up, and it'll give you some information. I'll just move it up a bit so you can read it. So it gives you some information on what the news is and how it may affect the market. So it's just click on that and it tells you what it is. As you know, I don't really care too much for the fundamentals, trading on the daily time frame, but if I was day trading, this is stuff I'd be aware of. All right, Thursday picks up a little bit more. Early, we've got the out of the US FOMC meeting minutes and CPI numbers out of the US also on Thursday. So that's CPI numbers could move the market. And Friday, core retail sales out of the US and some prelim UOM, whatever that is, consumer sentiment. Then on the weekend, the Bank of England boy speaking again, Mr. Bailey. That's it for the news. Fairly quiet week, so nothing to get too excited about. Probably just later in the week, the CPI numbers and the retail sales out of the US. So before we go on the charts, let's have a look at this Word document. This is the high probability setup. This is what you see on my charts. Now you can pause this video, read this video, pause the video and read these notes, or take a screenshot. It just explains what all the different indicators are on my chart and some settings and what all the different coloured lines represent. But we'll go through them on the charts anyway. And the bottom indicator on the charts is what they call the MACD Platinum, which is just a zero lag MACD. It oscillates around the zero level, and generally I'm looking to sell when it's above the zero level and buy when it's below the zero level. Like I said, always say, I understand that English is not everyone's first language, or you may not understand the Australian accent. Just pause the video, or have a read of this. It's pretty straightforward, and as I said, I'll go through it all anyway in the charts. Now let's get on to the charts. Now this is TradingView. TradingView, I use this for all my analysis, but I actually trade off MT4, MT5. All right, as I said, I trade on MT4, MT5, but I do all my analysis on TradingView. So this is my watch list on the right. It's in alphabetical order. You'll see some highlighted in light blue, which means there's a trade on or trades on, and I've taken some action. Highlighted in dark blue means there's a trade on, no action's been taken. Highlighted in orange means there's something I want to talk about today. In this case, there's one trade's been stopped out and there's a new trade on Monday. Now I'll explain what happens with TradingView when I get to this pair. And if there's no highlight, it means there's no trades on. So that's it in a nutshell. Now I'm not a trade signal service. These are just trades, a random watch list that I call trade setups on. With those trade setups, they're called at the time on the day. It's very transparent. It's not after the fact. And what I do is I take a screenshot and post that into the JAGfx Facebook group, Telegram channel, and Matt from Family Man's Discord channel, and also post it on TradingView if I take a screenshot. So it's all done at the time. They all go into a shared folder. Everyone's got access to them. Everyone's more than welcome to join any of those groups. There'll be links to those in the description of the video below. So let's have a look. AusCAD. Now, what you'll see on my charts, generally the writing on the right of the screen refers to the most recent trade. In this case, there's only one trade on. So it's a sell. So I have the pair, the date the trade was taken, the signal, and my thoughts on the actual trade, and any action I've taken on the trade in order. And any action, any trade management's also called in the groups. So as I said, there's no after the fact stuff. It's all done pretty well on the same day or the same morning. With me, the new daily candle, New York time, for me is 4 a.m. local, which is way too early to get up every day. So I don't get up till 6, which is 2 hours later. Not much happens in 2 hours. Sometimes I get a better entry. Sometimes I get a worse entry if I'm taking a new trade. Trade management doesn't make any difference because I'm on the daily chart. So the AusCAD, we're in a sell here. The red horizontal line, the solid one, represents the actual entry level. The red vertical one represents the date. So it's taken on the open of the new candle the day after. There's the red QMP filter dot. And at this time, I've locked in profit. There's my stop there. I generally trail the stop between the 50 and the 100 EMA. So in this case, we're locking in profit. You can see my notes up here. I moved my stop on the 1st of September, then 12th September closed half. So that'll be, I'd say, in here somewhere. Yeah, in here, down here. Then 27th of September, moved my stop down again. 7th of October, moved my stop down again. So I'm just trailing the trade, locking in profit. So that's one pair that's actually looking pretty good. Japanese yen, wish I could say the same. It's not. I took a buy in here. It was a pretty good setup. Here's my notes for the buy trade here. Here's a stop loss here. And it's basically gone against me from the get-go. So it's not a good setup. It's not proving to be as yet. It may turn. It may get this support level here, this blue line. These blue trend lines just support levels or resistance or things that interest me. You'll see them all over the charts. So this has been in a narrow range, broke out but didn't really last, came back into the same range and is hovering in there now. So hopefully it won't hit the stop, it'll turn up and go up. That's the plan. Aussie USD, the most recent trade was this buy, and it's not looking good at all. Same as the Aussie yen. There's a lot of correlation there. This green dashed line is the 65-cent level. The Aussie tends to bounce around those 5-cent levels, 65, 60, 70, 75, etc. So they just, and you can see it sort of stuck around there for a while, but now it's dropped away in the last few days. So we're heading towards my stop, which is not good for the buy trade. MACD Platinum still below the zero level, has been for a while. But in the meantime, I'm in this sell from the 3rd of August, which is up here. And here's my notes, what I've done so far. Locking in profit, can't lose on the sell, trailing the stop. I could probably bring it down a few pips, which I'll probably do during the week. And so, yeah, so I'm locking in profit there. I'm probably going to lose on the buy, which is offset by the profit on the sell, which is not too bad. So it's not, even though the buy is looking pretty crappy, the sell's helping me out here. So the sell's actually well and truly covering the buy. So if I close both trades now, I'll be overall profitable. It's not good for me, the Aussie going down. As I said, I'm moving back to Cambodia. Cambodia tends to work on the USD, so it means I've got to draw more money out the bank every time I want to get US dollars out. Right, new trade, Eurocad. Now, the difference between MT4, MT5 and TradingView is the good thing about TradingView. It shows you the new trade signals on Friday close. So if there's going to be a new sell signal on Monday on MT4, MT5, this red dot won't be showing, the QMP filter dot. It'll appear on Monday morning on the open. It's still exactly the same trade. You just don't know what's coming. That's all. But TradingView, it paints that dot on the Friday close, so it gives me a heads up. If nothing changes too drastically with regards to the entry level, it doesn't gap or anything over the weekend, I'm basically going to get in a sell trade roughly around the same place it closed on Friday. Now, it's a high risk trade. I've already wrote my notes here, getting ready for Monday. It's a high risk trade. The trend is up. You've got higher highs on price. You can see it there, even though technically the moving average is saying it's a down, but they're starting to tighten up. It's got higher highs here, higher lows. So you'd think the trend's heading up, but the MACD platinum's been above the zero level for a while here. There's some it's not great, but there is regular bearish divergence there. High highs on price and lower highs on the MACD platinum. So it's not a great setup. If you're going to take it, go in light. I think I discussed this in, I think it was the Telegram channel, might have been a Facebook group with one of the other guys, readers, the other day, and I said exactly that. It's a high risk trade, but there is some divergence there. Worth a shot, but just keep the risk percentage low. If you normally risk 2% on trade, go on to 1% or 0.5% or something like that. So Eurocad is the only new trade setup for Monday morning. And what I'll do once I confirm the entry level, and then on Monday I'll take a screenshot of that, post it in the groups at the time. So it's all legit and transparent. Euro Yen. Now this one, I'm in a sell back here. So it's the 15th of September. Now I've already closed half on the 27th of September. So let's look at the 27th there. So in here. So I look like a superstar there, closing right in there, which is near the low. And I've moved my stop down. Now this came up. In the meantime, I've got a buy signal. So I took the buy. Now, I probably messed up here. I should have extended this line. I'll just show you this blue line. It's the highs from over here. It's come across. Price has hit that line, that blue line. I probably should have closed out half the buy and then moved my stop, but I didn't. Then next 3 days, it's just gone down. Now, it came very close to hitting my remaining sell stop, but it didn't. I've already checked it. That red dotted line there and the highs here did not touch it. It's a bit hard to see, but trust me. So it's within about 15 pips. Didn't hit it, so we're still in the sell, and the buy, we're still in the buy. I did move the stop up on the buy. The initial stop was down here somewhere. I moved it up. So we closed half the sell down here. So there's profit there, and I messed up on the buy probably a little bit. But we've tightened up the stop and we're still in the sell. So we're in an overall half decent position. It could have been slightly better, but the buy looks like it's in a bit of trouble. But what I'm thinking, the trend is sort of up. I'm thinking this might just come back down, maybe come close to the moving averages and bounce up again. I don't know if it will, but that's just what I'm hoping it will do. So that's the Euro Yen, Euro USD, another one that's gone against me. Took a few of these high risk buys during the week. But the good thing is I'm in a sell. So we're in a sell from the, where am I? 16th of August, locking in profit there. Can't lose on the sell, which is good. Closed out all these previous other sells going back to February. So made some good money on the Euro USD. In the meantime, I took this buy on the 30th of September, high risk trade against the trend. So I've gone in pretty light. 5th of October, already closed out half. So let's have a look at the 5th of October. So on the open of this candle here, when I hit this previous resistance support level, which made me look like, again, makes me look like a superstar. I don't know how I jagged that one, but I did. So I closed out half and stop's been moved right up. So I can't lose on the buy. And in the meantime, I can't lose on the sell. So I'm in a no-lose position on both trades there. Not much on the buy, like it'll be probably a very small profit if I get stopped out in the second half, or a scratch break-even type trade. But it's the Euro USD. Not going anywhere real fast at all. Pound Aussie in a buy here. Again, read the notes. Gone up. Moved my stop up on the 4th. It was due to interest rate news on the Aussie. And 6th of October closed half. That was probably on in this one here. Yeah, just trying to get a few pips, tighten it up. It's an ugly looking chart. It's in a range for a while, broke out of the range. That was a couple of Mondays ago. That spiked down, sort of stuffed up everything up on the pound pairs, and we're back in this range again. So can't lose on that. So it's all good. Pound yen. Now this one's been a bit of a prick, to put it mildly. It's highlighted in orange, means I want to talk about it. All right, now, well, it hasn't been, and it has been. So I was in this sell trade from the 15th of September. All good, good sell trade. Now, 23rd of September, closed half and stop was moved down. So let's have a look at 23rd. I'm thinking it might be in here somewhere. So on the open of this candle here, this is where I don't look like a superstar because look at that, fell off. But I took some profit when I hit this previous low here, which is good. So on the open of this big candle here, I took half, moved my stop. So I can't lose on the sell trade, which is all good. And I can even make some profit. In the meantime, it went down. I probably should have dragged my stop down a bit lower. I didn't. And it's just basically turned on this Monday and shot straight back up, stopped me out. Now, the only reason it's highlighted in orange is it happened during the week, early in the week. I leave it on the chart just to show you guys in the video I was stopped out. So when I finish this video, I will tidy up this chart and I'll remove all this information. I just want to leave it on there to show you what happened. In the meantime, I took this buy on the 30th of September. It looked like a pretty good setup to me. It's gone up. Now, all I've done is move my stop up. I probably, no, there's no real opportunity to close half. I could have taken a bit of profit. I didn't, so I've moved my stop up, reducing risk, and it's right at the entry level at the moment. It's probably heading the wrong way. The MACD platinum through the zero level. You know, the smart thing to do here, we'll see how we go on this level here. If you just got out of this trade at break even or just lose a few pips on Monday morning, probably not the dumbest thing you could do because you've made money on the sell side. You might, yeah. And I like trading this pair, but it's been tough lately. So that's the Euro Yen. I'll tidy up the chart. Stopped out on the sell, still on the buy, but just. Pound New Zealand in a buy. Here went nicely in my favour right from the get-go. Stalled a bit. 4th of October, stop was moved up. So my initial stop was down here somewhere. So I reduced the risk completely. Or not completely, a lot. And on the 6th of October, closed half. I think it would have been on the open of this candle here, which is right. It just had this big bearish candle. I didn't like to look at the whole chart setup. MACD platinum's way above the zero level. Now we've even got a red dot on the MACD platinum above the zero level, hence the grey vertical line. It's a warning line for me, saying get ready to go into sell mode. But in the meantime, we can't lose on the buy. Half is closed there. The stop for the second half's there. Overall, if I got stopped out, small overall profitable trade. Pound USD in a sell trade back here, 3rd of August, going well. Stop locking in and trailing now between the 50 and 100. Can't lose on the sell, which is good. There's my notes for my trade management. Like I said, all that's posted in the groups. You're more than welcome to join them. In the meantime, 30 September. It wasn't a good day, was it? Took a lot of trades and most of them are going against me. Initially went in my favour and got to the moving averages. And I think I probably closed, yep. So when I got close to that moving averages, the MACD platinum was through the zero level. I closed half. So I've closed half on the open of that bearish candle there. So on there, so it makes me look good again. Perfect. Even though there's not much profit there, it was just, I had to do it. It's just, it was against the trend trade. It was a high risk trade. MACD was through the zero level and we're getting close to the moving averages. So it worked out well. Closed half, stops being pulled up. So I can't lose on the buy trade, locking in profit on the sell trade. So all good on the pound USD. Even though a lot of these trades are going against me, we've got previous trades on the same pairs, which are helping me out a great deal. Here's another example, perfect example. Took a sell. This is New Zealand CAD. Took a sell here back on the 17th of August. We're still in that trade, trading the stop down. It's between the 50 and 100. Can't lose on that, so we can't lose on the sell. In the meantime, 30 September, took a buy. Hasn't really done much. I thought it was going to pop up in Wednesday, then Thursday back down, Friday back down again. Heading towards my stop. MACD platinum's below the zero level. This is a high risk trade initially. Oh, spitting everywhere. High risk trade initially. So the risk percentage on the trade would have been lower because we're going against an obvious downtrend. You can see the moving averages are heading down, price is heading down. We're trying to catch a falling knife. It's worth a shot though. I like to set up as per my notes. And I was also in a sell that I can't lose. But probably going to lose on the buy, possibly, more than likely. But the sell, again, if I close both trades on Monday morning, as is, I'll be overall profitable. So no worries on the New Zealand CAD. USD CAD, can't say the same. Oh, yes, I can. Buy trade here, back here. Locking in profit. Probably put that stop up a little bit higher. In the meantime, 29th of September, took a sell. Went against me and started to come good early in the week, and it's gone against me again. Stops in place here. So again, if I close both these trades on Monday, profitable both overall, so it's no big deal. There's good profit on that buy trade. That's a fair few pips there, which is good. USD, Japanese yen. We're in a sell. No, we're in a buy. Sorry, we're in a buy from here. Doesn't look like much, but that's over 1,000 pips there, so it's good. We're just trailing the stop up. Can't lose on it. It's just been a slow grind. You know, it doesn't, as I said, it doesn't look like much, but some of these candles are actually pretty big, and the trend is up. You can see the trend's up. So I'm giving it as much room as I can, this trade, and if it just keeps on going up, so be it. There was a new buy signal here, but I declined to take it. A couple of reasons. I'm already in a buy trade. MACD platinum's just at the zero level, so not ideally I want it below the zero level, and price didn't come back to the moving averages close enough. But what it does is it makes me all warm and fuzzy because I'm already in a buy and so it's all good. Gold, XAU USD. Now, a little bit different here. What do we got? We've got a sell here. So you can read my notes for the sell. What's that, 16th of August? Yeah, 16th of August. These are the notes here for the sell. Taking some action. Can't lose on the sell. There's the stop in place. Now, in the meantime, taking this buy on the 29th of September. High risk trade against the trend. Price has gone up. Now, what have I done here? 5th of October closed half. So let's have a look at the 5th. When's that? Jump there. Oh, again, look at that. Nailed it. So on the open of this little bearish candle here, I closed half. So, and move my stop up to there. So I can't lose on the buy, can't lose on the sell. Looking good. So you've nailed a few of these partial profits, which is good. So don't be afraid to take profit. It's when it presents. And the reason I took it there is because price has gone back to the moving averages. See how price is into the moving averages. It's an against the trend trade, so it's a high risk trade to begin with. And the MACD platinum's through the zero level. So as soon as we're on the other side of the zero level, I'm in sell mode. So I'm closing out half the trade, and the stop wasn't hit on the sell. And if I, for example, if I get another sell signal here in the next day or two, then I'll take another sell and just leave the buy on. I might move the buy, stop up a little bit or something like that. So that's gold. That's it for all the charts. We'll just have a look at the three random ones. The US dollar, which I track and like to watch. So these are all valid trade signals also. This is the US dollar. What else we got? We got the US 500, which is the United States main market in the US, the biggest stock market, I guess, on the planet. The last thing was this buy here. Didn't last. Popped up one day. Didn't even get to the moving averages, and Thursday and Friday it rolled over again. There was employment numbers out, or unemployment numbers, depends which way you want to look at it, in the US on Friday, which probably drove the market down. The numbers probably come out a bit out of whack. Market's heading back down again. So what we'll do now is we just keep an eye on sort of this this low here. See if this low gets taken out, then we could say we're back in the bearish mode. So here we go. We'll just keep an eye on that level there. And finally, BTC USD Bitcoin, and there's a new sell signal there. Just it's hugging this 20,000 level. That's the 20,000 level. It's been stuck on that for a month or so. It keeps on wanting to pop up. The trend is down, as you can see by the moving averages, and it's got a new sell signal there. Now, whether it drops or not, who knows? I don't know. I don't know the fundamentals behind Bitcoin. I do trade some cryptos, but more in a robot sort of sense. So that's it for the charts, boys and girls. Like I said, everyone's more than welcome to join any of the JAGfx groups, the Facebook group. We're over 8,000 members. The Telegram channels, I think there's 1,000 and something and 1,000 nearly in the other one. Matt from Family Man's Discord channel. Obviously, like the videos, hit the like, subscribe button. I do post a little bit on Twitter, and I'm also very contactable by email. So, all good. Enjoy the weekend. I'll try and get this video up ASAP because I've got things to do, bags to pack, rent to pay, stuff like that. Might even slip a massage in somewhere. Life's good. Look after yourself. Stay safe wherever you are. Thanks for watching. I'll chat to you guys during the week from Cambodia. Cheers.